it doesn't necessarily have to be that you receive the visa after the B1 level. It just has to be, the B2 level has to be done in Germany, because this course is sponsored by the Federal Office for Migration and Refugees, and they want you to be in Germany.
Okay.
But you can, it's just meant that you can do, if you wish, you can also come for the lower levels to Germany, but you have to know that it takes some time to get the visa. So usually we recommend that you start doing the language online or in your country. You can also do that, but you don't do it with ISL, but with some other school. So you don't have to do nothing during the waiting time for the visa. Do you understand what I mean? Did I express that now?
Okay. Yes, actually, my question was, what sort of visa you offer? Is it like a working visa, or it's related to the permanent residency?
The visa is called a visa for the recognition of foreign qualification. And with this type of visa, you will have to have a foreign qualification, but in Germany you won't be allowed with this qualification because the profession of the doctor is regulated in Germany, and you don't have the necessary knowledge of German. So you will first have to learn German, and then you will receive your first professional license. And with this type of visa, the 16B visa, you are allowed to do the language course, you are allowed to do the medical German exam, and then you are also allowed to stay for these 2 years as assistant dentist or assistant doctor, and to do the approbation exam. And after the approbation exam, the visa will be permanent. Or a permanent resident.
Okay. Within that 2-year visa, can we work? Is there any work restriction or unlimited working?
In the beginning, while you are learning German, you will not be allowed to work because you will have to concentrate on learning German and on passing your medical German exam. But after that, it will be unlimited. Once you have received the first professional license, you will be allowed to work. There will be no restrictions.
Okay. Basically, within the 2-year period, we have to bear the living expenses, right?
In the beginning, you have to bear the living expenses. That's why you will need the blocked account, because the German embassy, before you will receive the visa, they will need to see that you will be able to support yourself financially for the first year. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
Is there any more questions you guys want to ask?
Hello.
Hello.
Can I know what is the passing rate of this C1 and German medical German exams? Pass rate.
For the C1 course, you don't have to pass any other exam. You won't have to pass a C1 exam. You will only have to pass the medical German exam. And I'd say the passing rate is about 80%. So most of our doctors, they pass the exam at the first try. If you don't pass it at the first try, you will be allowed to take this medical German exam as many times as you wish. The fees will also be paid for you as many times as you wish. But in general, like I said, most of the doctors pass at the first try. And if you concentrate on learning German, you will pass it, because the medical knowledge, you already have it. and you only have to learn German, and you will have to be able to express your medical knowledge in German. But like I said, if you concentrate on learning German, you will be able to do that.
And what is the time gap between the C1 exam and the start working as a doctor, assistant doctor?
That depends on you, because you will have to search for a job as assistant doctor. We recommend starting early. We recommend being very motivated. We recommend writing applications, going to hospitals, going to interviews. And if you are motivated and do that, and if your German is good as well, because they also look if you speak German well, then you will find a job as I'm sorry. Then you will find a job as assistant doctor, and you won't lose that much time. But I can't tell you the exact time because, like I said, it depends on you.
Anyway, it is guaranteed, that after passing the C1 exam, we can find a job as assistant doctor. It is guaranteed, right?
It's not guaranteed. Like I said, it depends on you. But if you make an effort and if your German is good, you will find a job.
Okay. And I saw in that German medical exam, translation German to Latin and Latin to German. What is that? That we want to learn Latin as well.
Yes, you will also do that during the preparation course for the medical German exam. It's just like the medical technical terms, for example, for the body parts and so on.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
You probably know that already, these terms. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know, but I'm sure that that won't be a problem.
Okay. Okay.
And there's one more
Thank you.
question in the chat box asking, is there any age limitations?
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, there's a question in the chat box asking any age limitations.
Age limitation. There are no real age limitations, but if you are older than 45, the German embassy might want to see additional financial funds, because if you are over 45 and you have to start the process and you have to start learning German, you have to work as assistant dentist and so on, you lose a lot of time, and you are already older than 45, so you are already quite close to the pension age. And what you will be paid into the German pension fund, it won't be enough for your retirement. So that's why the German embassy might want to see additional financial funds for your retirement in Germany. But in general, there is no age restriction. And then there's also another question in the questions box. An average salary of the assistant doctor. Yes, let me check that. The assistant doctor in general, they start with per year, and that's the gross, so you will also have to pay your taxes. But in general, the average is between 55,000 and 70,000 euros per year. And then there is also this other question, opportunities for a dentist. And you already have a specialization. Okay. If you already hold a specialization, the process you will have to take will be the same as for someone who has already finished their studies, who has only finished their studies and doesn't have the specialization already. So you will have to learn German up to C1. You will have to pass the dental German exam, and you will also have to work as assistant dentist, even if you already hold a specialization. And then after the 2-year period of assistant dentist, you will pass the probation exam, and then you will be able to have your specialization recognized in Germany. But there is no other way. You will have to take this pass, you will have to be assistant dentist, and only once you have received your full approbation, you will be able to have a specialization recognized. There is no other part of or stage in the process where you can do that. This is always a question about the taxes. The taxes in Germany, they are individual. They depend on your, it's on your status, so to say, on your relationship status. If you are married, if you are single, it also depends on your, if you have children or you don't. So I can't really answer the question on how much will be deducted by taxes, because like I said, it's individual. And yeah, you need to see that for yourself. Any other questions?
After start working, is it possible for me to bring down my family to Germany as dependents?
Yes, that is possible. It might also be possible to bring them before you start working, but in general, it's better and easier to bring them once you have started working, because the embassy will need to see that you are working, that you are earning money, and then it will be a lot easier to bring your family. So yeah, that's possible in general.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else? Did I answer all of the questions in the question box? I think so. Well, if there are no other questions, I think we could end the session. And if you have questions that come to your mind later today or tomorrow or any other day, you can send an email to Dr. Tamri, and he can send it to me and I will answer that. But there's also one other question. Let me check. Can you summarize everything? Yeah, I'll try to do that briefly. So, in Germany, we don't have enough doctors and dentists, and we have a lot of vacant positions for doctors and dentists. That's why doctors and dentists from foreign countries are welcome to come to Germany. But the profession, I'm sorry, the profession of doctor and dentist is regulated in Germany. So you won't be allowed to come here and just start working, but there are some conditions. And the biggest condition, obviously, is that you have to learn German, and because you have studied outside of the EU, you will also have to show that you know what you are doing, so to say. And therefore, there is the so-called medical German exam or dental German exam for dentists. This is an exam that you will have to take after having learned German up to level C1. And during this C1 course, we will also do the preparation for the medical or dental German exam. And then you will sit for and pass this exam, and then you will receive your first professional license in Germany. This will be a temporary license for 2 years, and during these 2 years you will work as assistant doctor or assistant dentist, and you will be getting to know the German medical system. You will be working in hospitals or dental practices with patients. You will get used to speaking German during your professional workday, and you will do, so to say, the preparation for the second exam, which is the approbation exam, which you will take after 1 or 2 years once you feel ready. And once you have passed the second exam, approbation exam, you will have your full license for Germany, and you will be allowed to work in Germany, to stay in Germany, and to stay as long as you wish. And since in Germany we don't have enough doctors and dentists, the German government will sponsor you. They will pay your German costs for the B2 level and for the C1 level, and they will also pay the exam fees for the medical German exam, and for all of the other exams, the language exams that you will have to take for the B2 exam. In order to apply for the professional license in Germany, you will have to send us a lot of documents, for example, your degree, your transcript, your internship confirmation, your registration as doctor or as dentist. Then we will also need a certificate of good standing from the medical council, a police clearance certificate, and all of these documents will have to be translated into German. We can help you with that. And once we have prepared all of your documents, we will submit your application for the professional license to the state office in Germany. And once they have sent a reply to your application, you will be ready for visa application. And then you will apply for the visa. And once you have received the visa, you will be able to come to Germany to start doing your German language courses here, and start working on your career in Germany. I think that's, briefly, the whole process. I could come to you, to Sri Lanka, you mean?
No, that was a reply for another student who was.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I said. In general, if you have questions now or tomorrow or next week, you can go to the IHC-Campus and ask them. They can ask us if they are not able to answer. So yeah, we can be in touch and answer all of your questions. We will check your documents. We will tell you if you need anything else. We are always there to help you.
Yes, and thank you once again. Sorry for the technical difficulty we had at the beginning.
No problem.
And I hope that all of you present here found this webinar resourceful. Thank you for joining us.